Super keyword is mainly used to refer instance variable of an immediate parent class. And the second use of super keyword is that used to invoke the method of immediate parent class. And it is used to invoke constructor of immediate parent class. All this is possible by using the inheritance topic in Java. And the major difference between super keyword and this keyword is that in super keyword, it is used to refer or invoke the immediate parent class variables, methods, and constructors. When it comes to this keyword, it is used to refer the instance variable of a current class. So this is the major difference between both of them. And we have seen the this keyword video in the previous video. Now I'm going to explain the use of super keyword in Java programming. When I come to the first use, it is used to refer instance variable of an immediate parent class. Now I'm going to create a class. I'll name my class as device. In the device, I'll call in the device, I'll create a string. It is an instance variable. Since I haven't yet given any static keyword there. So here I'll give sum as my string. And here I'm going to give a method. It is going to be display, right? And some dot. I'm going to print this n. This particular n is going to be printed in the same method in the same class, right? Semicolon. Again, I'm going to create a child class. This is a parent class. This is also known as the base class of the parent class. And now I'm going to create a child class, also known as derived class. So the main syntax or the syntax for creating a child class in inheritance is that class derived class name. My class name could be TV. This is my child class name. So as per the syntax, extents is the particular keyword that is used to inherit or copy the properties of the parent class, right? Here extents is the keyword. I'm using that. And what class are we going to copy or what class are we going to inherit? Device, right? And here I'm going to create a string here. String, I'm going to give the same name, n equal to moon. So here, both of the instance variable were strings, and both of them are having a variable n there. But both of them are storing different values in them, right? And here, I'm going to return some void statement, and I'm going to give this as display one, right? Here, I'm going to print. Now, I'll describe you the uses of super keyword here. Here, when I call this particular string n using an object, so the compiler will get confused which n do I need to call. So I need to call both the n's. So initially, I'll use this super keyword dot n, right? I'll explain this particular line when it comes to public static void main. Many of you will confuse here. So after printing this, I'll print n. So this particular n will be this instance variable n. So once we print this system.out.println in this TV child class, this n will be printed, right? Now I'm going to close this class and I'm going to create a public class. I'll name this class as super, since we are going to share the advantages of super class, the uses of super keyword. Right now, I'm going to give public static void main string up. And here, initially, I need to create an object first, right? To access any of the instance variables or instance methods. Here, I have given all the instance variables and all the instance methods. So I need to create an object here. I'll create an object for by using child class name. So what is the name of my child class? TV. TV is my child, class name and T is my object name and new is the keyword for use instantization of an object. And here I'm I'm calling a constructor here, right? And after this, everything goes well. And after this, I'm going to call t dot display. So what is it going to call? Now my program has completed calling. I have done the program. So now the compiler starts from main method, right? When it went to the main method, it starts from here. Initially, the constructor is getting called, but there is no constructor here. So it automatically goes to the next line, t dot display. Where is t dot display? T dot display is here, right? This is display one. So I'll rename it as yes. So this is t dot display. So once it enters this, the compiler enters into this system.out.println super.n. So what is the functionality of this super keyword? I have already previously mentioned you. The main case, the first case of super keyword, it is used to refer the instance variable of immediate parent class. So this class TV is the child class or derived class of class device. So device is the parent class and TV is the child class, right? So here super.n, this super.n is going to call the instance variable of the parent class. So what is the instance variable of the parent class device? Sun. The value of the instance variable is sun here. So after that, firstly, it is going to call the sun. Sorry. And after that, it is going to print system.out.println n. So here n refers to the instance variable in its class, in its current class. So what is the current class here? TV. So it is going to print the TV's instance variable. What is the instance variable in TV? Moon. The value of instance variable n, the value is moon, right? So after completing that, it will print this. So if we thought of printing this void dot display also, right? I need to print this particular method by using this keyword, by using this method itself. So I have an option here. I'll call display one, right? So I've called the method from here itself. This this is the case one, and we can check out, right? Here, as I told you that first it enters into the main block, and then it checks for the constructor. There is no constructor possibility here. So t dot display. Once the compiler enter into this display method, first it checks for the super.n. What is super.n? Sun. First sun is printed, and after that, here it comes out of this particular method and this particular class, and then system.out.println n. So it prints the local instance variable of the TV class. So it is going to print moon, right? Moon. And here, after completing this, I'm going to call this display one method, which is in the parent class. So here, this parent class, in this class, I've called this void display one. In this, what is going to be printed? System.out.println n. This particular n refers to the instance variable of the current class. It means the parent class. So sun is getting printed again, right? This is the first usage of super keyword, right? And what is the second use of super keyword? So super keyword second use is to invoke the method of immediate parent class, right? So now I'm going to show you how it invokes the method of immediate parent class. So now I'm going to include how super keyword is used to call the method of the parent class. So here I'm going to create or I'm going to call the method of super class or the method of the parent class by including super keyword in the child class, right? Here the compiler calls only the child class t dot display. T is for TV is the child class and the object created is for child class t dot display. And here without creating the object for the parent class, I haven't created device d equal to new device. So I haven't created any constructor, I haven't created any object for parent class. And I have created the object for child class. So by calling this first, we need to call the child class. And in the child class, I'm going to call the super class or the main parent class here. So here, see, super dot display one. So once t dot display. So here this gets executed, this gets checks first. Here super dot n. What is super dot n? Sun. And after that, it returns back into the same void display method. So it's going to print the n value of the existence class. So the existence class of the current class, the local instance variable is moon. So after sun, it is going to print moon. And after that, it is going to super dot display one. The method is completely diverted into the parent class void display one. So what is there in that? Sun, right? So sun, moon, sun. All the three were going to be printed again, right? Okay. So in case if you need to print two methods by using super class, super keyword. So I'm going to create second method here, display two, and here I'm going to copy this, and I am giving a second string here, second instance variable here, string v equal to Mars, right? This is to show you super keyword can also be used two times in a single method, super dot display two, right? There's no error here. So now super dot display two. What does super dot display two prints here? V, right? So sun, moon, sun, and Mars. This must be my output. Sun, moon, sun, and Mars. This is my output. And this is how super keyword is used to invoke the method of immediate parent class. We have seen how super keyword is used to refer the instance variable of immediate parent class and how it is used to invoke the method of immediate parent class. And now in the third case, we are going to see how super keyword is used to invoke constructor of immediate parent class. So I'm going to create a constructor here. Here I have already created the constructor for child class, right? Now I'm going to remove this, or else I'm going to create a constructor here, TV. Let's not remove this. It will be clear for you when you see this. So TV, in this TV, I'm going to call the constructor of that class. So what's the constructor of this parent class device, right? So here it is showing an error. The method device is undefined for the type TV, right? Here I haven't created any constructor for device. So it is showing an error. So in this, I'm going to create a constructor here, device, right? In this, I'm going to print system.out.println. This particular statement is for your reference purpose, so you can clearly understand this line is getting executed by using the super keyword, right? So, so here we got an error here. The method device is undefined for the type device. Create method device in the type device. So I've created, yes. So here I've created a method here, but here the constructor call has been called. So now I'm going to show you how is that. So we got an error here. Device, this particular method has to be created. So here there's no use of creating a method for calling a constructor in a parent class. So if I need to create a method, it should return some of the return type, right? Here I haven't created any method here. This is a complete constructor. So we don't need to include this dot device here. So we can directly call super keyword here, right? Yeah, the error has been removed here. So we can save the program. So we can expect the output here. So once T dot display is getting printed, initially the output will be all same, the sun, moon, sun, and Mars. And once this constructor is getting called, it will call the super keyword. What is super here? This line is executed by using the super keyword. And after completing that, there's nothing to print here in this TV constructor. So it exits the class. And here, this program start executing, this particular method start executing, and all these outputs will be same here. The added output is that this line is executed by using the super keyword. Let's check that, right? Line is getting executed by super keyword, sun, moon, sun, Mars. So all the three uses of super keyword is particularly mentioned in detail in a single program. This is how super keyword is used. And if there are any doubts or any queries related to super keyword, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll reply you for that. Thank you.